guys, and welcome back. Doll Joy, I hope you don't get upset, but I lost one of the pieces of paper. I don't know if I inadvertently stuck it in a journal. I know I've got parts of it, but I didn't have enough to do all three walls. So I went with this, which is kind of coordinating with the floor. And I know you can't really get a good idea of the color, but it's an orangish pink, and so I feel like I could probably do a lot more as far as decorating this kitchen in a modern way. I really apologize because, like you, I really liked this color, and it did go nice. Oh, I got it backwards. It did go really nice in the room. Really, really nice and cozy. But this just pops. So, with forgiveness, I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. And then I've got an idea for a glass table. So, that's what we're going to do. Like I said, please forgive me, but we're going to go with a glass table. And I've got some gold foil, so I'm going to try to do something crazy with that. Okay, let's get to papering. Here, I'm just going to show you that I'm going to put the paper in, and I'm going to turn it around. I'll put it in, and I'm going to turn it around and trace those windows out, so it's easier to deal with, and that's all I'm going to do. So when we come back, the windows will be cut out. Okay, so I traced the windows on the back, and then I also put a T for the top and a B for the bottom. Of course, it's upside down to you, but for me, it's right side up. Traced out my windows. Now I'm going to cut them out. When we come back, we'll be ready. Okay, as you can see, they're cut, and they're not exactly what I would call pretty. But we're not done yet. There's going to be a window trim that goes around them, and I will trace that out, and that is what's going to make them look a lot better. I'm just trying to decide if I want them gold, like what's on the floor where you can't really see. If I want to do the gold trim to kind of tie this all in together, which I think would be gaudy, but actually kind of cool. So I'm thinking about that. But for sure, we're going to go with this wallpaper. And next up, we're going to glue in the windows, and then we'll work on the window treatments. So as we go, it'll get prettier. We'll be right back. Now, the one thing I'm going to do is be very careful where I put the glue, because the last thing we want, and I'm not going to glue this like heavy, the last thing we want is for that glue to come out on the windows. So a little bit at a time, and then I'm going to put the part you can feel to the outside. So then I'm just going to kind of try to get it even so that you don't really see any of that brown. So we're going to go all the way across, and I'm going to try to get them as even as I can. It's not brain surgery. It's not going to matter if it's a little bit off. You're really not going to be able to tell, other than if I got it super crooked, that would not be good. So going to go all the way around, guys, and magically when we come back, all three will be done. Now, as you can see, they're pretty even. They look good from that side, and they look good from that side, and there'll be siding on the outside. So this will be covered, and I might actually put another clear glass over that, or clear acetate. I don't know about glass, but I may do something a little more decorative with those windows in the end. I haven't decided. So that's the windows. That's how they look. And so next, I'm going to glue oops, sorry about the camera, guys. I'm going to glue that wallpaper in. nice and neat, and then we'll come back and we'll dress those windows. See, I could actually come out just a little more, but I don't want to show any of that wood. So I may actually, I don't know how much space I have. I just, like I said, I don't want to show the wood. So I might actually trim a little bit out, and I might put a window over them to kind of look. So let's see what we got. Let me get a window. See, they should actually be this size. So I can come in and clean that up, I'm pretty sure. Maybe like about that much. I don't want to do too much. I mean, yes, I know I have more of the window trim, but I just don't want to, I don't want to cut too much off. See, I don't want to have to see that ink stain's going to show now. Maybe I can cover that up, but I don't really want to come in and do a whole lot of damage here. I might just do maybe like that. And then come straight across on the bottom. So maybe I can do that. If we goof up, the good news is I got more paper. All right, let's see how this works. I'll be back. Okay, I did okay. You can see some of the wall through, but remember, this is going to have trim. This is going to have trim, so that's okay. That piece is not bad. What I will do, though, is now maybe cut out a pattern and put it on all the way across and go ahead and clean all of those up. So when we come back, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this rolling double-sided tape, and this is going to help me to get around this window so that I know for sure my paper is going to stick where I want it to stick. Whoa, it's not quite dry. I should have waited for that to dry better, but so anyhow, the wallpaper, I think I got gunk on my, there it goes. The wallpaper will stick. Boy, I messed that all up. There we go. The wallpaper will stick close to that edge. I'm going to let it dry a little more. So that it doesn't come up right in there. Right in there where it's extremely important that it does stick. But I have to tell you guys, it's extremely, it's extremely humid here, so it's going to be a little difficult to get this to go the way I want it to, particularly here on the edge, and that's where I should have used that tape, but I'm kind of worried that tape might let me down, so we'll do it this way. It doesn't have to be, it just has to stick, you know? It doesn't have to be perfect. And then we'll do the old smoothing it out. Get some more up here. Up here. There we go. Alright, I think this is ready to go in. Smooth that down. Smooth you down. And there it is. That's how I'm going to do both sides. What I'm going to work on next is how we're going to deal with the trim. So, but I think that looks pretty good. And it just completely dressed this room up really nice. So, let me go figure out a plan for the trim. And I do believe I'm going to cut it out on the Cricut, and I will be using some mat board or heavy look at this cardstock, and then just glue a couple of pieces together, because somewhere I have this gold trim, and we'll look and see if it's going to match. Okay guys, thanks for watching.